ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump just came out and said he will not condemn Kanye. He's flat out refusing to go along with the you-ish behind the scenes. You see how they're dealing with Donald Trump behind the scenes, but they wouldn't do the same thing when it came down to Kyrie. I promise you, nobody is going to show up in t-shirts in front of Mar-a-Lago. Nobody is going to put up a big fuss when it comes down to Donald Trump. And you notice the media is not even putting the same energy that they put into Kyrie Irving. Kyrie just posted a link. Donald Trump broke bread with a Holocaust denier. And you see, they're giving Donald Trump way more dignity and respect by dealing with this behind the scenes, but they wouldn't give that same courtesy to Kyrie Irving. Trust me, we are watching and we are seeing exactly who you are. Okay. And don't come back and try to act like this is something different. No, it isn't. The hell it is. The hell it is. And see, they're not going to deal with Donald Trump in the same manner. And if you think Donald Trump is going to stop insulting them, you got another thought coming. Wasn't it back in November when Donald Trump called them ingrates? Okay, that's what he did. Donald Trump is not apologizing for nothing that he is saying about them. And they are handling him totally different. The media in this country is handling it totally different. No matter what Trump say, y'all are not going to put that same energy into Donald Trump that you did with Kyrie. And I notice even when you're interviewing people, you don't even bring up Donald Trump and what he has done. When Kyrie Irving was going through it, you brought it up with everybody. How do you feel about Kyrie? Well, how do you feel about Kyrie? You brought it up to everybody. And the media in this country ain't even doing a fraction of that when it comes down to Donald Trump. See, as long as you pale like them, they don't have the same energy all of a sudden. Just like with Jerry Jones. Okay, you notice they don't put that kind of energy into questioning him like they did Kyrie. So we see you. We see you for what you are. So let's get into this. So you wish activists are behind the scenes and leaders, and also people within the GOP are behind the scenes trying to deal with Donald Trump and pressure him to denounce and disown rapper Kanye West. And why are we the only ones that should be denounced? How come y'all not running around talking about denounce Donald Trump for what he did? Again, we are seeing your pattern. We are seeing it. So that's what they're doing. And again, dealing with this whole thing behind the scenes, not putting it up on Front Street like they did Kyrie Irving. So, according to three sources with knowledge on the matter, this multi pronged and so far unsuccessful effort to get Donald Trump to denounce West follows the ex president's Nazi Mar a Lago dinner last month. And we know what Nick Fuentes, what he has said. He denies the Holocaust. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love how they're talking too. They're saying stuff like high profile Jewish supporters, right? They don't want to name anybody. Like they came out all big and bold with Kyrie and they made sure their names got put out in the press. Made sure it did. Oh, high profile this person, high profile that person. Oh, donors. Oh, really? They don't have names all of a sudden? Nobody got a name now, right? So they're angrily demanding an audience with the ex-president. Some have managed to get on the phone with Donald Trump only to be told that the former president has supposedly done all he can. In other words, Donald Trump said he ain't going to do nothing. Donald Trump is telling them he's not going to do nothing. Mm-mm-mm. They actually begged him, and it didn't work as expected. One of these individuals who spoke to Trump recounts to Rolling Stone again. Notice how nobody's given a name? But everybody gave a name to the press that were talking against Kyrie Irving. See the big difference? We see you. We see you. For days, however, a loose network of anti genocide activists and Jewish Republicans and other figures and leaders have circulated a draft letter that several of them intended to deliver to Trump soon. Mhm. Again, they're doing this behind the scenes. So they're writing down how they feel and they're going to deliver the letter to Donald Trump, giving him more dignity and respect than they gave to Kyrie Irving. What happened, even if they were upset, should not have gone outside of the Brooklyn Nets organization. But y'all went all big and bad out in the press. But with Donald Trump, they want to sign a letter and send the letter to Donald Trump. You see the difference? Good. We should all see the difference here. Okay. We see the difference in how it's handled when it's a black man and how it's handled when the person looked just like Donald Trump. So organizers are hoping that critical mass numbers of recipients, particularly pro-Trump conservative, end up signing, though those involved with the project, they have widespread fears of crossing Donald Trump. It's going to backfire because you know why it's going to backfire, y'all? It's going to backfire because when it comes down to Donald Trump, they have never, ever put consequences on him. And see, when you don't put consequences on a person, they're going to always spiral out of control. You're not going to be able to reel Donald Trump in with a letter. I'm just telling you, I even know this, and I'm not even involved in this. But even I know a letter is not going to work on Donald Trump. So they're writing, please condemn Kanye, Fentez, and all of their ilk who claim to be your supporters and admire. Please. Did y'all hear them use the word please with Kyrie? I didn't think so. It reads a draft of the letter. Pledge publicly never again to grant them a meeting or a platform until they apologize for and utterly repudiate their vile hate and anti, you know what they're saying. So, anyway, how come they're not again, they're putting all the pressure on Ye and Fuentes, and you notice they're not saying anything about Donald Trump come publicly and even apologize for having that dinner? You notice even in their letter, they're failing big time to put the accountability on Donald Trump. Just take notes, my brothers and sisters, or risk losing the admiration of those yous who heretofore have been so grateful for your having stood with Israel. Mm-mm-mm. So, failure on your part to condemn, yea, Fuentes, and all who share their vile ideology and who call themselves part of your base will inevitably provoke a widespread and irrevocable repudiation of your candidacy and your legacy. The world is watching, Mr. President, as is grateful. You remember he called them ungrateful? Now they you notice about twice they added in here grateful. Jewish community, along with your beloved children and grandchildren. The time to act is now. So they're not asking for this repeated apologies from Donald Trump. They're not asking for an apology at all, but they're asking him to denounce people. Y'all always take note, the only ones that should be denounced are black men. Kanye, Kyrie. Remember Jeremiah? You remember the pastor Jeremiah when Obama was running? Everybody that got to be denounced in America are black men. Jeremiah Wright. Y'all remember that? It's just a string of black men that always should be denounced in America. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you give your opinion in the comment section, but I sure see some major, major double standards in how this is being handled. I promise you, it's not going to be a busload of them attempting to go up to Mar-a-Lago and pick at Donald Trump. They're not going to put no t-shirts on. They're not going to repeatedly go out and demand and reject apologies. None of that is going to happen when it comes down to Donald Trump. And like I said before, they got to be crazy if they think some letter to Donald Trump is going to work. We already know how this is going to go down. It's going to go down exactly as we see it right now. Donald Trump is going to flat out refuse, even after getting that letter. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.